everybody, come on. Jaya Radha Madhava Jai Hari Vijana Vallabha Girivardhari Yashodanandana Vraja Jana Rangana Yashodanandana Vraja Jana Rangana Nadi Ravana Chari Nadi Ravana Chari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Vijana Vallabha Girivardhari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Vijana Vallabha Girivardhari Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everyone. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Shri Prabhupada Kaliuga Pavan Shri Hari Nama Sankirtana Yajna Ki Hare Krishna Mahamantra Ki Jagat Guru Shri Prabhupada Ki Grantaraj Shrimad Bhagavatam Ki Nitai Gaura Premanande Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyat Deshatari Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Vasanobhyayevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta. Everybody, please put both your hands up in the air along with me. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Mukam karoti vācālam paṇṭham namrayate girim yatrapātamaham vande paramanandamādhavam Shri Chaitanyam Ishwaram Shri Gurum Dīnatarinam. This guy has got disconnected again from Guru Parampara. You are needed here, Prabhu. The devotees who saw you online with me, they said, Prabhu, the devotee who sits beside you is a very good devotee. Please make him sit every day. So please come. This will become your constitutional position. At least till I am here, you will be here. Yeah, correct. Gopir Vartur Padakamali or Das Dasanadas. Please come, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Today yet we have set another world record. I got to know today is my Srimad Bhagavatam class at 7:30. The time it's going to start. So thanks to Monil Prabhu for he's checking. It's a test for me. The test of my sadhana, how much sadhana I'm doing. Yes? It's the ability to take up spontaneous, not spontaneous devotional service, but spontaneous Bhagavatam classes. Alright, so I told him, I'm not very good at test match. Give me one day international. So give me only one shloka. Right? And we'll do proper justice to that one shloka. So we decided to pick this important prayer. Because yesterday we had discussed till verse number 46. Any points from yesterday? Quick points. 2, 3, 4. Quick. Those who were there. Yes, Prabhu.
Devotional service full time.
Yes, devotional service is not part-time business. It's a full-time
Business.
job? No, business. Thank you. Yes.
A disciple has only two main things. When he's with Guru, he knows the instructions, and when he's away from the Guru, he contemplates on those instructions.
Very good. Hari Bol, Jai. Two duties of a disciple. Okay. Anyone else? Yes, Prabhu.
Narayan Smriti, that when we forget Krishna.
Yeah, forget Krishna. That is the most unfortunate moment. And when we remember Krishna, it is the most fortunate moment. You get everything. That's the greatest treasure. Okay. Anyone? Last. Yes.
Before you meet the Lord, you meet His devotees.
Yes. And what do devotees give you?
Harinam.
A, D, B, C. We changed a little bit. A for?
Association.
Thank God nobody said apple. Association. D for? Divya Gyan, transcendental knowledge. C for? Chance to serve. And B for? Back home, back to God. Hari Bol. So before you meet the Lord, although Ajamil called out for Lord, who came? His devotees. See? So devotees come before meeting the Lord. Very good. Since he had his hand up, I don't want him to feel bad. Yes, Rohan Prabhu, go ahead.
So we should constantly chant the names of the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Okay, in which context? That is the ultimate. Okay. Correct. Good. So before text, context is important. Otherwise, it will seem like an instruction. Prabhu, devotees will ask, are you following Prabhu? Okay, Krishna says in the Gita, Satatam Kirtayanto Mam, always keep chanting. Okay, thank you. Satyavrat Maharaj was doing that. He was constantly doing his sadhana. So sadhana given to us is chanting of the holy name, we should keep doing it. And who gives that sadhana to us? Guru, the spiritual master. Hari Bol. Thank you. So this entire theme, Satyavrat Maharaj is addressing the Lord as Guru only. So the theme is very intimately connected with Guru. How many of you know Shankaracharya? I'm not saying personally, but you've heard of his name. Yes? So Shankara says, there are 3 rarities in this world. One thing is rare. What is that? Manushyatvam. Please take a note. This is the first rare thing, Manushyatvam, which means to possess a human body. How many of you have a human body? Some of you know, others are yet to realize. We have, but we are not realized. Okay, that's Manushyatvam. The next thing is Mumukshatvam. What is that? Has it got to do with moksha, Prabhu? What is Mumukshatvam? Yes. Yes, desire to go beyond sense gratification and to adopt spiritual life. That's the meaning of Mumukshatvam. See, devotees should not hate this word mukti. Immediately, Prabhu, bhakti, no mukti. Devotees, even Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya was like that. He changed the verse. Jivet yo bhakti pade sadaya bhak. Mahaprabhu said everything was okay. But it is not bhakti pad, it is mukti pad. Please understand what is mukti. So Bhagavatam defines mukti as mukti ritva anyatha rupam swarupena vyavastitihi. Mukti means to attain one's constitutional position. That is, our Jagannath Krishna Prabhu will tell. What did you tell him? Our Manal Prabhu. In the beginning of the class. Servant of the servant of the servant. Yes, that is our constitutional position. Yes. And the third thing, which is the rarest commodity. Any guess?
Association.
Okay, good try. Anyone else? You are correct. Answers are correct, but till the time you satisfy what is there in my mind, I will not give correct answer. Yes. Association. Keep trying, please.
Bhakti.
Bhakti is answer to everything. You will always get correct marks. Any question, write Bhakti, you will get full marks. In fact, there was one devotee, somehow, of course, don't do this. This is not recommended. He could not study for exams because of Seva, festival service. So next day in the paper, he had remembered the lecture that Krishna gives all remembrance. So he remembered Krishna. Krishna told, write Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So he wrote Hare Krishna Mahamantra and passed the exam. It happened actually. You don't do it. So Bhakti is answer to everything. You can even pass exams by writing Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Yeah.
Mahapurush Samsaya. Mahapurush, Association of Mahapurush.
Association of Mahapurush, he already said that. Okay, fine. 3 tries over, your 3 attempts are done. The third thing, especially who is this particular Mahapurusha, is a guru. This is the rarest. Yes, the rarest is the spiritual master, getting spiritual master. Now, point where Shankara stops, the Bhagavatam starts. Bhagavatam says rare is guru. Bhagavatam's equation is different. But rarer is to hear from Guru. You get a chance to hear from Guru. And rarest is to hear from Guru repeatedly. Like how Parikshit Maharaj was hearing repeatedly for 7 days. Vayam dhanyatama loke guru api shatra bandhava. So he was telling his Guru Maharaj, I am dhanyatama. I am most fortunate. This is 10th canto, 12th chapter, 1st verse. So that is where Parikshit Maharaj first glorifies Shukadeva. And then Shukadeva glorifies, hey, come on. You are more fortunate. Why? Because although you are repeatedly hearing Krishna Katha, you are hearing like a new child. Wow, it's new for you. Yes? Yes. So you are more fortunate. He says that. Alright. So let's go to today's shloka. This is 8:24:51. Jano janasya dishate satim gatim. Yaya prapadyeta duratyayam tamaha. Tvam tvavyayam jnanamago amoga manjasa. Prapadyate yena jano nijam padam. Now let's see. Janaha. Word to word meaning. Now word to word meaning Prabhupada has written. So usually word to word meaning is something that we skip when we are doing our book reading. How many of you do that? Such batao. Be honest. Others who are not raising hands, we don't read only. No, it's not like that. You read? Okay. See, Bhagavatam has to be studied in 3 ways. Shrutena, which means to read the shlokas, no skipping. The second one is Arthena, which is the word to word meaning. And the third is purport, Anjasa. Shrutena, Arthena, Anjasa. You want reference for this? This is 2.10.2 Bhagavatam. Shrutena, Arthena, Anjasa. These are the 3 ways you should study Bhagavatam. Shrutena means to recite the shloka. That is also important. Now because of time crunch, we are not reciting. But one time Prabhupada had gone to Tokyo. There he recited the shloka. Nobody was able to repeat. Prabhupada said, hey, what is this? Why devotees are not repeating shlokas? And the temple president told, this is first time we are having Bhagavatam class in our temple. First time. And Prabhupada was shocked. Are you guys in ISKCON? He asked. And after that he told, okay, fine. So now onwards, till the time I am here, everyone will practice. You start. And that whole class, Prabhupada just made everyone recite shloka. Now your turn. Now your turn. Then the Prabhupada's language. Girls. So he told like that and made all the girls also recite. So he made everyone recite the shloka. And then he told, I am here for about a month. And at the end, I will take shloka test. So he gave shloka numbers and he gave everyone shloka test. Where I am going to take personally. So everybody approached the lotus feet of Pradyumna Prabhu, who is the Sanskrit reciter. And he was teaching everybody personally. But Prabhupada gave so much emphasis to reciting the Sanskrit. I have given it to you all. So please recite it. Then the Anvaya. See, in the Anvaya, that is the word to word meaning, Prabhupada has included the deep purports of the 10 Acharyas, Sridhara Swami, Sanatana Goswami, Jiva Goswami, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, all of their commentaries included here. So we skip this, we are losing that mercy. Prabhupada has given us everything. So let's take it. Janaha, a person who is not bona fide guru. An ordinary person. Janasya, of an ordinary person who does not know the goal of life. So Jana and Janasya both are ordinary. Okay, next. Adishate. This is like very similar to the Hindi word Adesh Dena. You see, no? Adishate, instructs. Asatim, impermanent, material. Gatim, the goal of life. Yaya, by such knowledge. Prapadyeta, he surrenders. Duratyayam, insurmountable. Tamaha, to ignorance. Tvam, your lordship. To, but. Avyayam, indestructible. Jnanam, knowledge. Amogham, without material contamination. Anjasa, very soon. Prapadyate, achieves. Yena, by such knowledge. Janaha, a person. Nijam, his own. Padam, original position. Quiz. Can you tell one word that you liked? Adishate, instructs. Okay. Amogha, what's amogha?
Without material contamination.
Yes, without material contamination. Your favorite? Yes. Prapadyati. What is that? Surrender. Yes. So these are all connected with guru-disciple relationship. These all terminologies. And all these Prabhus caught the essence. So one Haribol for them. Haribol. Because, first one, who is the first one to tell? Nityananda Prabhu, what did he say? Adishate, Guru instructs. Correct? And then what a Guru instructs? To surrender. What does that disciple becomes? Amogha. See, they covered the three most important words. Yes, very good. Be attentive. Others, beware. There are a lot of quizzes coming ahead. So be attentive. Translation. Together? Saath mein. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation. A materialistic, so-called guru instructs his materialistic disciples about economic development and sense gratification. And because of such instructions, the foolish disciples continue in the material existence of ignorance. But your Lordship gives knowledge that is eternal, and the intelligent person receiving such a knowledge is quickly situated in his original constitutional position. Amazing. So what is being done is a comparison between a bogus guru and a bona fide guru, and that will be the topic of our discussion today. Bogus gurus versus bona fide gurus. Of course, we will not be taking any names, but we will be presenting the right practices and the unhealthy practices. Okay, suppose you guys want to know what is the level of a person. What is the standard of person? How will you assess? Immediately, if you want to know immediately. What are your tips and techniques? Yes, Antariksh Prabhu.
Just mess up with them, with your thoughts, with your words, and see where this stands.
Okay, that's what you're doing with me all this while. Got you. Yes.
In Prabhupada says, you cannot tell a foolish is a well-dressed foolish is a foolish unless he speaks.
Yes, this is a little closer. Yeah, that's also correct. This is also correct. Now it's coming closer. Now get more closer. One last try. Final attempt. Anyone? Yes, Prabhu.
We have to check if they are following what they are speaking.
Okay, integrity, achar, and vichar, achar, prachar, all matching. Prachar matching with achar. Okay. The simplest way to find out how is a person, Prabhupada would do, this was Prabhupada's test. This will always work. That is to find out what is the goal of their life. Very simple. Just go ask them what is the goal of life. Prabhupada was in Japan and he was in a room. It was a meeting, I guess. And there was just one person, one member remaining. And he seemed to be the youngest member. So Prabhupada went up to this guy and asked, so, what is the goal of your life? And this person, he took a bunch of business cards. And he did like this. He took out a card from the bottom, put it on the top. This is the goal of my life. How many of you understood his purport? You got it? I want to, right now I am in bottom. Now I want to go to top. Prabhupada was, hi. Anyways, so that's how Prabhupada would assist people with the goal of their life, right? What is the goal of your life? So, many times we have people who do not have a goal of life. What is the two-step formula Varnashram Dharma speaks about? Simple, living, and high thinking. This is what Prabhupada told us. Okay, Varnashram Dharma. Simple living, you live simply. Varnashram system, by which what will happen? Ucha vichar, you will get that consciousness to think about Krishna. to think about spiritual principles. And what are people doing here in the material life? They are simply living and hardly thinking. Ulta. Simply living, hardly thinking. That is their sutra. There's nobody thinking. They're simply living, going on living. Because they don't have a goal of life. Alright, I'm inspired to share this. How many of you in your childhood would take part in sports? Sports must be running, athletics, javelin throw, shot put, anything. Take part. How many of you were really fascinated to get that cup? There used to be a trophy, right? A cup-like trophy. I'll draw it for all of you. It's like Aladdin's magic lamp. Something like that. You have seen like this cup? How many of you really wanted? Okay. I'll be very honest with you guys. I was never good at sports in my childhood. Yes, childhood means like say something like 5th, 6th standard. I was not good. But I always would see that my other friends who were good at sports, who were good at running, they used to get this cup. Wow. So I was really intrigued. I used to ask them, please show me the cup. This is mine. I'm not going to give. So I promised. One day I will get good at sports and I'll get my own cup. And then I'll open and see what is there inside. Of course, that's your desire. Right? I was wanting to know. I used to ask people, just show it to me. I'll give it back. It's your cup. But I just want to see what's inside. Yes, what's inside? Please tell me. Nobody would say. Then finally I practiced a lot of sports. My father's a sportsman. So he trained hard, and then finally I got my cup. Yes, the first event. I took part in 4 events. All 4 events I got a cup. Let's call it glass. Okay, we'll call it a glass. So I was really interested. What exactly is there inside the glass? What juice will it be? Will it be strawberry? Will it be mango? What kind of rasa? Want to taste? I will. Especially when you're thirsty. After Nirjala Ekadashi, you realize Krishna is the taste of water. Wow. So I was really intrigued when I opened the cup. You're all not surprised, but that time I was surprised. You know why? Because there was nothing. Which means you also were surprised at one point of time. There is nothing inside that glass. Yes, there is nothing inside the glass. And this is what the bogus gurus give you. They give you a very beautiful, attractive looking trophy, a glass. But inside that glass, there is absolutely nothing. On the other hand, Srila Prabhupada is a bona fide spiritual master. He gave us a glass. What did he give us? Glass. And the first aspect of this glass is Prabhupada gave us a goal of life. He gave us a goal. Bachcha janta, we say in Hindi. Even a small kid knows what's the goal of life. So 1, 2, 3. What's the goal of life? Hari Bol! Or in other words? Yes, BTG. Go back home, back to God. And everybody knows this. Once there were 2 very stalwart Vedic learned scholars. They came to Prabhupada. They said, I'm Chaturvedi, this guy is Trivedi. We both are coming. We know the Vedas very well. Prabhupada said, all right. He said, who's God? He said, that's not such a simple question. It's a very deep tattva, like this. Prabhupada said, shh, shut up. He called a small kid, come here. He took out a cookie from a jar and said, so, who is God? The kid said, Prabhupada, Krishna is God. Prabhupada gave him a cookie. And he showed those Vedantists, just watch. Then he told second question. These guys are already embarrassed. Second question. So he pulled out another cookie. What's the goal of life? The child said, Prabhupada, back home, back to God. Prabhupada gave very good. He looked there, both of them had caught their dhotis and ran. So they just went. They were vanished. So nobody knows the goal. Even after so much of study, it's not very easy, but Prabhupada presented to us in a very simple manner. This is a bona fide spiritual master who he's like, anyone from electrical background? Here? Because otherwise it will look like, Greek and Latin to you. Only one. What's a step-down transformer?
Voltage reduction.
Exactly. Shastras have heavy voltage. Abundant. We cannot understand the Shastras. But Guru is that step-down transformer who can convert that and present it to us in a very simple manner. Very simple way. We get the philosophy. Gold. The next thing Prabhupada gave us is a lifestyle. So Prabhupada's glass is not empty. Prabhupada's glass is full. And it never gets empty. Lifestyle. What lifestyle we follow?
Morning
A
program.
very happy lifestyle. Morning program. Yes, there's Mangala Aarti. Then we have the Japa. Then we have dancing Guru Puja. Then we have fun Bhagavatam classes. And finally, the best part? Yes. This is how he told me. I was asking His Grace Amal Harinam Prabhu what's this schedule. So he was telling, finally, the best program, Prabhu, starts at 8:30. Krishna Prasad. I remember. You remember? Yes. So we have such a beautiful lifestyle that we had. Otherwise, what would we be doing on Saturday? Saturday, it's a vacation. Vacation, right? Okay, for some, it's vacation. For others, no, we still have to go to job. So vacation, what do people do normally? If you have nothing to do, what we do? We sleep. Prabhupada asked a very simple thing. You know, Prabhupada makes it very simple. How to know one is in Maya? Prabhupada asked this question, and Prabhupada himself gave the answer. How to know one is in Maya? Who sleeps too much is in Maya. Yes, simple. Who sleeps too much is in Maya. Very simple. More than necessary, one who sleeps is in Maya. The next thing, yes, the next thing that beautifully Prabhupada gave us is association of wonderful Vaishnavas. How many of you are sitting here because of some devotee? If you are not raising your hand, you are not grateful enough. But that's a fact. We are all here because of the association. Hands down, please. You're so enthusiastic, Prabhu. We want to tell the name also. Well, the Bhagavatam class will get over. Please wait. They are so eager. Yeah, we just remember the person who is our Vartmaka Guru, who brought us to Krishna consciousness, who showed us this is the temple, who showed us this is the program, who got us to the Prasadam hall and made us serve Prasad. I guess here first you serve Prasad, right? Then only you take Prasad. The culture is slightly different. Yes. Association. The next thing that Prabhupada gave us, yes, he gave us something for which he gave his sweat and blood and everything. His whole life.
Scriptures.
The scriptures, the Shastras. Yeah, same thing. Bhagavatam means anything connected to Krishna is Bhagavatam. Correct? You're right. You're absolutely right. You get full marks. Please count your score. Give yourself 10 on 10. Shastras. Yes, Prabhupada gave his life for that and he gave his purpose. Even in the end, what was Prabhupada doing? How many of you seen that clip? How Prabhupada left his body? He was sleeping. And Jayadvaita Maharaj is holding the dictaphone. Shamsundar Prabhu is there. Everything, walking, moving, acting under. So he was speaking that. Right? Amazing. So he lived for that. In fact, Prabhupada once told why he came to material world. You know that story? So Krishna told Prabhupada to go to material world. And Prabhupada said, that's a very dangerous place. I don't want to go. Krishna said, you just have to go there and write some books. Prabhupada said, all right, then I'll go. That's how he came. Shastras. And finally, Prabhupada gave us something which we have to identify with. Now this is something that will make our identity.
So,
That is service. Yes, correct. You're right. Ultimately our soul is service. Seva. Because we are servants. Soul is what? Service, servant. Services. So everybody, imagine the first thing what people ask you. Oh, okay, so what is your name? Okay, so people say, my name is Rama. Okay, your name is Rama. What do you do? That's the next question that people ask. Right? So people say, I'm manager in such and such a company. I take off PR of this particular firm. I'm a lawyer, I'm a liar, whatever. So 100 things people say. Right? So similarly, if we are asked, what are you doing? Especially if you are dressed in this Vaishnava attire, you have this tilak. What people say? What's your name? And people say some Das. Yes? Das. This is very funny. People remember the last name very easily. So they come to temple. Yeah, people think we are Bengalis, that's one thing. Other thing that people come, they come to temple. We want to meet Mr. Das. And imagine our temple, the temple where I was serving before. There were about 250 brahmacharis. So everyone is Das. So they would ask, everyone is Das here, acha? Okay, big Das, small Das. What was his height? Okay, then they will say, okay, fine, he was probably about 5 feet 7, something like that. Okay, 50% rejected. Next, other 125. Okay, fair Das or Kala Das? Was he dark or was he fair? Okay, he was a little fair. All right. So then, spectacles, no spectacles. Okay, by that sorting, finally we come up with us. Then there 4 devotees are invited. 1, 2, 3, 4. Please choose who is the suspect. They are made to stand. 1, 2, and then that guy is like, everyone looks alike. Because once you shave your hair, you wear these clothes. Have tilak, everyone is looking the same. So he's also confused. Then he asks, please, who met me? And they meet so many people, so they also are not aware. So fun happens, right? So coming back, das. So services, that's something which occupy life of a devotee. So gurus, bona fide gurus are not the ones who cheat people by giving some attractive glasses, like those trophies, which you can show off to people. But there is absolutely no substance. There is no substance in that. So Prabhupada has given us that substance glass. Prabhupada, by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. So we'll try to go line by line, and what we'll do is we will all be reading together. So-called gurus instruct their disciples for the sake of material profit. Why? Because if they get material profit, they will also get commission. That's the goal of life. That you do well, and I will also keep getting my commission from you. Example from Shastra? Shukracharya. Lifelong, what did he tell? Surrender to Krishna. And Krishna came as Vamanadev. What did he say? Please don't surrender. I will tell you Shastras which I have not spoken before. There are time, place, circumstances to surrender. In this situation, you don't have to surrender. Please don't. He's come to take everything away from you. And this guy says, hey, this guy is not walking his talk. I reject you. He says, I curse you. Finished. Haribol. So most of the gurus that we see here, do they give Divya Gyan? Who is a spiritual master? A spiritual master, what is the definition given by Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami? Kiba Vipra, Kiba Nyasi Shudra Kene Noy, Ei Krishna Tattva Veta Sai Guru Hoy. Who gives you Krishna? The subject matter of discussion is Krishna, not anything else. We are here, the Guru is a transparent medium who's connecting the person to Krishna. Very well. I just want to ask, what's the meaning of Guru?
Who eliminates darkness.
Yes, who eliminates darkness is Guru. And how does Guru eliminate darkness? By giving knowledge about Krishna. So somebody giving material knowledge. He is also Guru, but he is not a spiritual Guru. Like there is a one particular Guru, I don't want to name him. So he gives a lot of good material advice, how to have a good health, etc. But he is considered a spiritual Guru. Is he a spiritual Guru? No. He is what? He may be a doctor or health consultant, something like that. He's not a guru. So once Prabhupada was in his room. Yes? And there was one Indian gentleman who wanted to meet Prabhupada. So he was telling his disciples. And disciples were very conscious. Prabhupada has a lot of work. He doesn't want to be bothered by all these things, So what he will do. But somehow when the door opened, he was trying to peep in and get some contact of Prabhupada. And eye-to-eye contact happened. Prabhupada said, get that fellow. What to do now? Contact has happened. So he came inside. He came inside and said, Swamiji, you please give me blessings. I came to take your blessings. Prabhupada said, Acha, you came to take my blessings? What blessings do you want? Now he was not expecting such counter question. He thought Swamiji will give blessing and he can go ahead. So you didn't, which blessing? Oh, I am not prepared so much. He said, actually, I am getting some pain in my leg little bit. You please pray that you bless it, you'll get all right. Prabhupada said, you have leg pain, you go to doctor, man. Why are you coming to me? Yes, you go to doctor. And then he said, okay, my business is going a little down, so you can pray. Prabhupada said, then go to business consultant. Why have you come to me? He said, all right, whichever is the best blessing, you give that to me. And behind Prabhupada, there was a devotee like His Grace Amal Harinam Prabhu standing in saffron clothes. And Prabhupada said, my special blessing is to become like this. You like to be like this? And that was the last time people saw that person. He was gone. Again, what did he do? Caught his dhoti and ran away. Hare Krishna. Many would come to Gaur Kishodas Babaji Maharaj. Babaji Maharaj, Babaji Maharaj, I am not getting married. Please bless me. What to do? Babaji Maharaj, I am not having any wealth. Dhanam Dehi, Bharya Dehi, Putram Dehi, all these problems he would go. So what did he do? He went inside a latrine to chant. He went to do Indian, I am specifying adjectives, Indian public latrine. Those who have no experience cannot actually fathom the glory of it. So we went there. Yes, nobody can stay there even for a moment. Yes, in fact, some people will say, better I control than to go there. So he used to do his japa, so that these materialistic people will not bother him. Yes. So that is a guru. Tasmad gurum prapadyeta jignasu shreyam uttamam. Yes. Shabde pare chanishnatam brahmani upasamashrayam. So the Mundaka Upanishad says you should approach a spiritual master for what? Jignasu. To inquire about what? Shreyam uttamam. Shreyam, prayer. You know these two words? Have you heard this word Shreya? Or this name Shreya? Somebody Shreya or Shreyan? Something like that. He's gone, disconnected from Parampara. That's why we have Monil Prabhu. Chant.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Why my classes get late? This is the reason. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Then? Hare Rama, Okay, yes. So Shreya means the ultimate spiritual welfare and prayers means temporary material welfare. That's why we have to go for Shreyas. Uttamam. What is Tama? Darkness. Uttama means beyond darkness. So such is a spiritual master. Next. Some guru advises that one meditate in such a way that his intelligence will increase in regard to keeping his body fit for sense gratification. Aha. So there were gurus even in that time like that, who should tell us, Guru, what is the goal of life? To have fit bodies. For fit bodies, what to do? Yoga. So I call them yoga for bhoga. Yes. What people want? They want better digesting power and better power to have sex. Nothing else. That is yoga for bhoga. But our yoga is for prema. So which is the yoga? Right yoga? Prema. Yes. So that's why we have Bhakti Academy. Haribo. Hare Krishna. Let's see another guru, what he says. Another guru advises that sex is the ultimate goal of life and that one should therefore engage in sex to the best of his ability. Krishna. What a philosophy. You know what is another name of this material world? Maithuna Agar. Where everybody is shackled with the chains of sex life. Yes. And that is what this guru is telling to increase. Please increase this as much as possible. Yes, that is the goal of life. In fact, once let's talk about people who are not devotees. Newton was asked, what is the greatest achievement you ever had in your life? He said, the greatest achievement I ever had in my life is I never wasted my sexual energy. He said this. Socrates was once asked, when should I have sex? He was asked by a student. He said, every time you want to weaken yourself, have sex. That's the answer he would give. Many of the sportsmen, boxers, the true one, who require a lot of strength, they follow the brahmacharya principle at least few months before the fight. Because they understand it is very important for us to preserve our strength. There is a sloka in the Shastras which says, Maranam bindu patana jivanam bindu rakshanat. Bindu is semen. So you want to go close to death very quickly, keep wasting semen. But you want to go close to life, you want to increase one's ayusha, then retain the semen. Right? So this is a very bogus advice which is given by people. In fact, there's a lecture of my spiritual master where he says that sex is the height of envy of a jiva towards Krishna. Yes, because Krishna having Rasa Leela and living entity wanting to imitate that particular Leela, which is called Raskal Leela. Krishna has Ras Leela, jivas have Raskal Leela. So that is not something which is good, of course. However, Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita 7.11, what does he say? Balam balavatam chaham kama raga vivarjitam dharmad viruddho bhuteshu kamosmi bharatarshava. There is a right way of having sex. How? SSR. What is SSR? Sanctioned. Yeah, it's right. He's not wrong. So sex should be sanctioned. When it is sanctioned, when it is done with a wedded wife. Somebody is married and having sex with one's wife for the purpose of, for the purpose of not recreation, procreation. Then it is sanctioned. Then sanctified. What is sanctified? Sanctified is they want to raise the children in a Krishna conscious manner. That's the goal. To increase the Krishna conscious population. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur said, I can have sex 200 times if I want to make 200 Krishna conscious children. Nothing wrong. Perfect. That is pure Krishna consciousness. That is Krishna himself. And finally, regulated. Regulated means only from the age of 25 to 50. After that, Panchashordam Manam Rajayet. Then both, of course, there are no vanas left here, but husband, wife both can take more role. Now the couple should serve divine couple exclusively. Take more initiative to become better servants. Go ahead. These are the instructions of bogus gurus. Okay. So you can understand who is guru based on what? The instructions they give. Yes. So their instructions are not from Shastra. Then that is bogus instruction. They are not representing Krishna. In fact, their instructions are totally against the Shastras. So what is that? That is demoniac instructions. Demons are what? You know what is this Nastik mean? Nastik? Na-astik. Even I used to think Nastik means one who doesn't believe in God. No. Nastik means one who doesn't believe in scriptures. Astik means a person who believes in scriptures. That's the real definition of a Nastik and Astik. So these guys are Nastik in the sense that they are not following the scriptures. Yeah. Next. In other words, because of the instructions of a foolish guru, one will remain perpetually material existence and suffer its tribulations. Hare Krishna. The Bhagavatam 7th canto, Prahlad Maharaj compares guru, these bogus gurus, to something. You know what? He compares them to? Who knows? Andha payanti rupagi yamanas tepi shatantram urudamni baddha. Nate viduswarta gatim hi vishnum durashayaye bahirartamanina andhanyanati rupagiyamana tepi shatantram urudamni baddha. He says that there are few blind men. Please, we are not able to see. Can you help us? And there one person comes. I will help you. They all say, thank you so much. Please hold on to me. And you know what? Even that person is blind. So what is going to happen to everyone? They are all going to go and fall into ditch. So that is his bogus guru. Foolish guru is one who is blind. Himself is blind and wants to lead everybody else to a ditch. Yeah. But this there's another thing that our acharyas explained is called a Vanchi Vanchaka Sampradaya. What is it called? Vanchik Vanchak Sampradaya. That means cheater and cheated parampara. Evam parampara praptam. So there's a bona fide parampara which is Guru Shishya parampara, and there's bogus parampara which is what? Vanchaka Vanchik parampara. I'll tell you how it is happening. So now what happens? There is one person who wants to be cheated. I don't want to practice spirituality, but I want to make a big show to everyone that I'm a very, very wonderful person, so that people can trust me, just to gain trust. So such people, they invite big gurus with big dadis to their party. And they tell Gurudev, smile please. And Guru also smiles. Please give your blessings to everyone. And after that, now Gurudev, yeah, see everyone, please look at him. He's my Guru. And Guru also smiles. Okay, Gurudev, now your time is over. Now drinks time will start. So you please go sit in the car. Your check will be there in the car. Please go ahead. Vanchik, they want to be cheated. And there are cheaters available for that also. They also, okay, no problem. No problem. Wonderful. There's a particular story that Prabhupada tells in this regard. Should I tell that? It will be a little heavy. Should I?
Yes.
Okay. He got it. Okay. So there are certain ladies, women, who want good children. So they think good children will get from sadhus. Yes, nice sadhus will get very good children. So thus they go to dham with an intention of getting good children. And some unscrupulous rascals, they dress up at sadhus and sit there with that opportunity. That they also want to enjoy such an opportunity. Prabhupada gives this example. So, thus, there is one person, you got it right, cheater and cheated. So everyone, all are cheaters. So thus they, vanchik vanchak sampradaya. This is how the sampradaya goes ahead. Hare Krishna. Next, but if one is intelligent enough to take instructions from the Supreme Personality of Godhead as enunciated in Bhagavad Gita or Sankhya philosophy of Kapila, one can very soon attain and be situated in his original position of spiritual life. That is why it is very, very important that we have a check-balance system. Guru, Sadhu, Shastra. The Goswami literature says one thing. Who is more important here in this material world, Shastra or Krishna?
Shastra.
In spiritual world?
Krishna.
Very good. So you know this philosophy. I don't need to explain it. Fine. So Shastra is the most important pramana. Bhaktivinoda Thakur in his Dashamula Tattva, he mentions it very clearly that the most important pramana is Shabda Praman, the Shastras. Yes, just like the textbooks. In a college or institution, you have a professor, you have the other professors, and you have the standard textbooks. Imagine the teacher is teaching E is equal to MC cube. Please note it down. Is it correct?
No.
E is equal to M? Okay, some of them know, others are, I think, commerce students, art students. Sorry for giving scientific examples. This is my engineering mind. It's MCQ. He can change the equation. Guru can change? No, he cannot change. He has to follow the textbook. So Guru is not preaching from Shastra, which is given by Lord Krishna, Bhagavad Gita, Kapil Dev. He says, oh, I speak whatever comes in my own fertile brain. What is this Guru? He is not Guru, is Guru. Prabhupada says. Guru means ass. It's fact, ass. Another Guru comes and says, okay, so dear disciples, I am your Guru. Okay, but who is your Guru? I don't have any Guru. God is my direct Guru. Is this proper? No, you should be coming in a Guru Shishya Parampara. These are all very important things. Go ahead. The words Nijam Padam are significant. The living entity, being part and parcel of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, has the birthright to a position in Vaikuntha or the spiritual world where there is no anxiety. Therefore, one should follow the instructions of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Okay. Wait. We'll go, don't worry. Imagine your father is the owner of a property worth $4,000 zillion. I'm sorry, I quoted. But it's a fact. Your father is the owner of $4,000 zillion of property. What will you do?
More temples.
How do you get, of course, but how do you get that property?
Just have to live.
That's it, you just have to live. You just have to live, you're the only son, you get the property of father. So similarly, birthright. So, Vaikuntha Loka is a birthright of a devotee if you simply survive. And the best way how we survive is to keep chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And most importantly, do not offend any devotee. What is Vaishnava Prat compared to? Correct. I'll give another example. You would like to hear? Okay, I know the time is up. I'm just keeping you all at the edge of your seat. All right. How many of you met with an accident? My God, I haven't. Okay, good. Please drive safely, Prabhus. We need you. Okay, imagine that two guys, okay, going in a car. They hit each other. What will happen?
Accident.
Yes, that's an accident. So what the police will do? Police will come. Police will come, you and you, both of you step aside. So you have to step aside. Everyone else will keep moving. Everyone else keeps moving. These two guys, they are stuck there. They have to keep talking to police. And police, they are negotiating. Please. And police out here, they don't accept bribe also, I heard. So they will, no. You have to come to court. This is a case, etc. This is what happens when you do aparadha. Both of their spiritual advancement is blocked. Side. And everyone else, all other devotees, they keep moving ahead. Do you want to be there? No. So chanting Hare Krishna is like going ahead. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. Aparadha is like, ding, accident. Then both of you are side. Okay, so we don't want to do that. So that's the only thing we do, and we become the heir for the kingdom of God. Last paragraph. Let's just read it. Then as stated in the Bhagavad Gita, Tyaktva deham punarjanma naiti mameti sorjuna. After giving up one's body, one will return back home, back to Godhead. The Lord lives in the spiritual world in His original personality, and a devotee who follows the instructions of the Lord approaches Him, mameti. As a spiritual person, such a devotee returns to the personality of Godhead and plays and dances with Him. That is the ultimate goal of life. I'm just inspired to tell a particular pastor. Can I, in 2 minutes? Only if I hear a loud Haribol, I will say. I don't want to speak. So this is from His Holiness Indradumna Maharaj's Diary of Traveling Preacher. This is one of my favorite series that I keep reading. So Maharaj was in Poland with his disciples, right? And they had gone for their pre-arrangements. So canopies, tents, making all that sound system. So they had gone there. So while going there, suddenly they observed a local man, a local person. This was in Poland. And these devotees and Maharaj, they had never been to that place. This was the first time. So they observed that person is coming. And as that they observe the person, this guy appears to be happier than the other people we normally meet. And then they observe this guy is wearing a coat and a pant and shoes, and he's coming. Then they observe this guy is coming and going by this side, and this guy is murmuring something. So in the murmuring something, he was passing by like this. They were hearing Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And he was going. He did not respond to the devotees, but he was chanting and going. And Maharaj told, whose disciple this fellow is? Yes, are you his mentor? Is he from Bhakti Academy, Poland? Who is this guy? So he said, go find out. So a devotee went there. He says, hey there. He said, hi. He said, Hari Bol. He said, what? Hari what? He didn't know Hari Bol. Okay, fine. He said, Hare Krishna. Yes, Hare Krishna. We observed that you're chanting Hare Krishna. He said, yes. We are connected to which temple? He said, no temple. So he was shocked. My God. Then he asked the question, who taught you this mantra? He said, Bhakti Vedanta taught me the mantra. Wow. And how you know? So he was referring to whom? Prabhupada. How did he teach you this mantra? I read his Bhagavad Gita as it is. And thus I started chanting, Hare Bol. So Prabhupada is so amazing. It is very right when he said that, what is the use of your 2 minutes of preaching? Just give my book to someone and, I can preach to him. And this works. So thus it's the responsibility of all of us who have got these 3 fortunes. Manushyattvam, check. We have? Manushyattvam? Yes. I only hear Haribols. Okay, there are some other species sitting here also. They may be devatas. Okay, Mumukshatvam? You don't have desire for Bhagavatam? I want a loud, okay. A guru? This Haribol was for Srila Prabhupada. Yes. So we have got these 3 things. And if we have got this, then we have the responsibility to give it out. So as far as possible in our capacity, we should keep giving this. That will please Srila Prabhupada. Thank you all very much. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki, Granthra Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Sai Gaur Premanande, Hare Hare. Can I just make a comment? You're all such wonderful devotees. Wonderful devotees. You know why? Because one temple, I gave this class, I said, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. By the time I said that, all devotees had gone for prasadam. And for a second, I thought you also left because chairs were all moving. But then when I saw you were all on the ground. Yeah, grounded devotees. So nice. Thank you. Monil Prabhu? Yes.